So whatever it is, so that one software application that will manage the entire business. So initially it was established by former like basically two employees are main, I don't know what are their names, but uh, totally a team of IBM professionals will started working on that particular software application. So in by seeing the naming convention, so you said I don't know SAP, okay, but you should not call it as SAP. So in industry, in IT industry, it should be always called as SAP. Okay. So what does that mean? So systems, applications, and products in
application.
data processing. Yeah, in data processing. So this is the definition. So um, don't go by the definition. No one will ask the definition in the interviews. No one will ask about this entire history. Okay, but
Yes.
it is better to know what is SAP. So SAP is a comprehensive software solution that manages the entire end-to-end process of a business. Okay, so initially SAP, when the software professional launched the application, so they designed it in R by two architecture. What is R in the sense? So R in the sense real time. Real time in the sense whenever you are requesting any data, basically data in the sense is nothing but uh, your organization key values, which in terms of tables. So all the data which will be stored in the form of tables in a database. Database is nothing but just consider it as a hard disk or your RAM, mobile memory is there, right? So that
Yes.
particular place, so where all the data will be stored. So whenever you want any information, suppose you are in the IPQA session, right? So this month,
Yes.
how many batches are completed? So that data you need to get. So earlier, all those were there in the paper or any sort of some documentation. So especially from your side, you can say BMR, batch manufacturing card,
Human
is
batch.
the, yeah. So that is the information which holds the entire data of a particular batch, right, of a product, right? So similarly, if you want any data that need to historical data you want to search, so you need to go to some documentation cell and search all the records and then capture it in some form of the report, right? So that is a old school culture. I mean, when you don't have any application that manages the organization data. So when you introduce any software, so what you will do first, you will update all the data which is there in the form of paper. You will be digitalize it, right? So all the data you will upload it to a database. And whenever you require, okay, so some history, so okay, last 5 years what has happened, then you will give some input. Okay, date range you will give. Okay, I need to have this particular product information from the last 5 years, how many batches are created, how many we scrapped, and how many having incidents. So like that you will get all the information from the database, I mean hard disk, right? You got it? So in a similar way, so all the data will be stored in the database. But uh, to get the data from the database, you need to have a user interface, which means from front end system. So hard disk will be laid in some distance location, and you will be sitting in production area, and you will be with the help of computer, you will be giving some inputs, right, with some
Yes.
application to get the data, right? So for that purpose, initially they designed R by 2 structure. So R by 2 structuring in the R in the sense it's a real time. Okay, 3 in the sense it's a 3 tier. So it is whatever the current architecture I am showing, it's a R by 3 architecture. But earlier, when they introduced in the early 1980s, it's a R by 2 structure. So what is R by 2 in the sense? It's a two-tier real-time data base model. What it will do, there is one front-end system, means currently you can say it's a desktop, but how you will get the data, you need to write some queries. Okay, similarly the input you can say, so it's a some kind of formulas they'll apply, and they'll get the data from the database. Okay, there are only two layers in the R by 2 structure, that is application layer and then database layer, along with the application layer, sorry, application and database. It's a combination of one particular piece. And then presentation layer is nothing but your query return space. But that is a very complex in nature, which means every time, suppose you are the user, you don't know, right, how to write SQL queries. So where by that concern, they designed one particular solution with a graphical user interface, which is nothing but your SAP screen. Okay, currently you are seeing the SAP screen. So and then they subdivided these particular total architecture into three parts, three tier, you can say. One is a presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. So presentation layer is nothing but, you can see the screen, right? Okay, so you can see SAP GUI. So is nothing but your laptop where SAP is installed. From here, so this is a presentation layer. From here you will get,
Screen is not visible, sir.
is it? Oh, let me go back to the, I thought you are seeing my screen.
No, sir.
Okay, so entire screen. So you can see this particular piece over here. The diagram, you can, for the understanding purpose, I just made
Yes.
this diagram. Okay, this is the presentation layer, which is nothing but your uh, laptop or a desktop where SAP is installed. Okay, so if you write any, if you access any transaction, or if you want to run any report, first you will give the command over here in the, I mean, in the SAP screen. Okay, and then it will go into the application layer where the program exists. This program will understand your requirement and then process it and get the required data from the database, and then again it will process it and then send it to you to, in the form of report. Okay, in your screen. Okay, this way it will work. So it will be interacting with one another. So first will presentation layer will interact with application, and application will with the database. So in this way you will get the data. So initially SAP is designed this particular three tier structure. Okay, here your presentation is nothing but your SAP application installed in your laptop or a desktop, and then application layer, which is nothing but the it's a program hidden inside the server, and then it will process your request. So database is nothing but a hard disk, and you can say different databases exist in earlier system, I mean Oracle database or DBA database, or you can say SAP itself has a database which is called HANA database. So all this database will store the data, and then it will process and show the result in the SAP GUI screen. Okay, here you got the SAP architecture, right? How SAP will process your request. Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay, so now you know SAP. So what is SAP? SAP is a software which
So,
manages your business process. Okay, entire business process, and it will integrate with the all other modules within inside of SAP. Okay, and now over a period of time, SAP has evolved a lot. I mean, you can say SAP himself. Uh, in a strategic way that they need to update their software so that user will get, means the interaction with the users is is more a kind of what you can say faster way, and also very easy to access. So in that mindset they developed, they has been update they have been updating the SAP application. So similarly, if you see, earlier when Android mobile is introduced, you don't have a lot of features in it. Later you got
yes.
lot of apps installed in it, and lot of user interaction, and lot of speed when you access any application, or when you access any kind of data. So in terms of speed, it's very fast, right? Similarly, SAP also came up in that mindset, and then they evolved. So initially, when you see, SAP only launched the application. Okay, this particular piece over here. So this SAP runs on a ABAP program. So ABAP is a custom program which only works with the SAP only. So similarly, if you heard about C language, C++, Java, Oracle, so
Yes,
these are
sir.
the different programming languages exist where you can build the softwares, right? Similarly, SAP will only work on the ABAP programming language. Okay. So no other programming language work for SAP. So SAP has developed their own programming language that is called ABAP. Okay, so this particular two set, this is the user interface, and then a programming language is only offered by the SAP, but they don't offer database. Okay, so database in the sense where you want to store your data. The customer,
Data.
it's a customer decision, they whether they can use the database from other software companies like Oracle database, I mean DBA, SQL. Like SQL is nothing but Microsoft database, Oracle database, and then HANA is itself SAP database. Okay, so initially they design the structure, only these two will offer by the SAP. You need to get it from the outside vendors, this database. What so what they observe the issue is, so this database is cost too much. And again, you need to means the customer, suppose you Aspera is the owner and they want to install SAP for their business. First they need to procure this particular piece from the SAP, and also they need to get this database from other manufacturer, I mean other suppliers, right? So which means it's an additional cost to the business. So by seeing this, and also this database is very slow. I mean, in terms of data processing, these other databases are very slow. So that's why what SAP did is they developed a new database which will only work for SAP, that is HANA database. So which is 3000 times faster than all other databases. Okay. So now
Okay.
SAP have this presentation layer, application layer, and also have the database. Okay, which is HANA database, and they sell it as a package, total package. So they don't need to go to other vendors to install SAP in their for their business. So only they'll pay money to SAP and they will give the total package. So that way SAP has developed. And apart from that, SAP also developed not only HANA database, it's also developed Fiori. Fiori is nothing but a mobile application uh, earlier in ECC. So basically, SAP can be categorized as ECC. ECC is nothing but ERP central component. You can say where earlier that is the first solution of the SAP, and then later S4 HANA it is developed. So HANA is nothing but a database. So which will be offered by SAP, and then S is nothing but a suite. Suite in the sense it's a package, total package, SAP package they will offer. So 2000 in the year of 2015, SAP introduced this S4 HANA as well as the Fieri application. So Fieri is nothing but your mobile application. You can access anywhere, not only I mean from your laptop. So you can access it outside of laptop. You can access it in your mobile application. But in ECC, only you need to access SAP only in the desktop or laptop. So SAP is developed that solution as well in the 2015 in S4 HANA. So now from this slide you got the what is SAP, what is the architecture of SAP, and what is S4 HANA when it is introduced. Okay,
Establishment.
okay.
Okay, sir.
Now we are going to what are the SAP versions, means what are the different versions of SAP. So uh, as I said earlier, so SAP first launched ECC. I mean, Enterprise Central Component. You can say the name, but which manages are your business activities. So where all other modules were introduced in ECC. I mean, like material management, warehouse management, plant maintenance, production planning. All these modules will work with ECC earlier. That is the comprehensive software solution. Earlier it was ECC. You can say so. It is used to work with the SAP. Now they changed this naming convention to S4 HANA. So where they introduced the HANA database, and then it also introduced the Fiori application. Okay, so it's a, you can say ECC is a legacy system, and now S4 is the latest fourth generation application. Okay, now everything is work going on HANA. I know still Aspiro is with the ECC only, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So soon they need to upgrade to S4 because by 2030 SAP stops the support to ECC. So it's given a deadline to all other manufacturing industries or all other competitors who are gonna provide the solution, SAP solution. They given a deadline that okay, you need to migrate from ECC to S4. Otherwise, if you have any problem, will not be responsible. You have to manage your own. So that's the deadline they given. So now there is a huge demand in the market that because you need to upgrade from ECC to S4, right? So where consultants are required to migrate from ECC to S4. So that's where a lot of business opportunities, I mean a lot of career opportunities are developed now in S4. So that's why more of a people, so who are basically the people who are working in the domain side, so it's a best career opportunity for them to shift to IT because of this strategic move by the SAP, because you need to upgrade it, right, from ECC to S4. Okay, so that's where even it is very helpful for you to it's the right time, I can say right time from for you to move to IT. Okay, but just so you need to know any one module, like I can say you are learning plant maintenance, that is enough. But due to this strategic moment of SAP, now there is a huge requirements in the market for SAP consultants. Okay, because of this particular decision, ECC to S4 HANA. Okay, so these are all the some just key information which already covered. So when it is introduced or what was happened, what is the difference between ECC and S4? Only thing is the HANA database is introduced. Because of that, now SAP will run very fast. Okay, and when it comes to what are the offerings, means how SAP landscape, I mean how SAP system will work. Okay, so earlier we discussed here the database. Okay, so this particular piece, right,
Yes, sir.
database. So now SAP introduced HANA database. Okay, this database they will offer in two packages. One is on premise, which means the database they completely sell it to you, and you have to pay high amount initially, the installation amount you can say, and get the database from the SAP. Okay, and this will be installed it at your particular site. I mean maybe Aspiro or Hetero will manage this database, and then the full rights, full ownership lies with the Aspiro or Hetero to manage this database. Okay, this is one of the offering by SAP. And another thing is SAP will offer this particular database as a cloud services, which means suppose you will estimate, okay, I need 200 GB of data per this year. Okay, so what SAP will give? SAP will give that database in a cloud. Cloud in the sense the database will be managed by SAP or any third party supplier who owns the full ownership of it. Okay, but the firms like you can say Aspiro or Hetero may not be investing much amount to get the database, but they will just take it on a rental basis per year. Okay, like that the agreement will be made, and they will use the database which will be managed by other team. So which will be I mean initial cost will be less. So that's the two offerings. So that offerings you can name it as on premise or cloud. So on premise in the sense the database will be installed by in your location, and everything will be at your ownership. Okay, but cloud will be managed by other third party, whether it is a SAP or any other supplier like Infosys or Capgemini or some cloud services like Azure. So they will supply this database and they will charge it from customer. Okay, so on a rental basis. So that those are the two offerings they will provide. So basically who will buy on premise and who will buy cloud? So the businesses, suppose pharma is a very secure kind of business, so they don't want to share their business information with any
Data.
others. So anyway, whether it is a cloud or on premise, data will be secure. Without your permission, they won't see any data. So all full rights owned by you, but only it's on a rental basis. But you can say, suppose if any issue is happened, or any some disaster is happened, so this cloud database got uh, burned off, or you can say this data is vanished, or some hackers hacked this one, and then the data was erased, then it's a huge loss to your business, right? So you don't have any other option, backup option. So that's why where data is concerned, that particular business will go for the on-premise. So they'll invest huge amount, and then they'll get the on-premise data. So because you own the ownership, and you will be managing, and you will be installing full security of it, and then you, in a safer environment, will be the data will be there. Cloud, in the sense, some business some firms don't have that much concern to data, and also they don't have the capital to buy the on-premise. So such businesses, they go for the cloud. But anyway, it's a safer side only, and uh, but you can say the ownership does not lies with you. That's the only difference. Okay. So SAP will offer the database, whether it is on-premise or cloud. So you got this right here. So as I said, on-premise is located at your organization ownership, and it will be managed by your particular organization, and its a cloud will be managed by other suppliers or SAP. Okay, clear, ma? Any doubts here?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, no.
If you have any doubts, just ask me. So anyway, it doesn't
Okay, sir.
it is not much important, but just you need to know what is SAP, how, what is the version, how, where you can see the version, all the information. At least it's a basic to know. Okay. So if someone asks, okay, what someone discuss, okay, we are going with the cloud implementation, we are going with the on-premise implementation. So you should not be, you will not be get any confusion. Okay, you need to be very clear whether it is on-premise. So first you need to ask, is it an on-premise implementation or it's a cloud implementation? So in that way, what is cloud, what is on-premise, you have an idea when they talk about it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So um, so SAP, how, what is the naming convention of SAP? I mean, how the versions are named after. Currently, you can say the latest SAP version is on-premise version is SAP 2025. Okay. So which is
Okay.
nothing but your year of release. Okay. But how this naming convention was used earlier, and what changed now. Okay. So until 2020, year 2020, so all SAP versions were named after the year and month they were released. Okay. So whether it is a on-premise or cloud, okay, the means SAP will work differently for cloud and on-premise. So in 80% of the cases, it is on-premise only. Only rest of the 10% will go for the cloud. Okay, but the naming conventions for on-premise and cloud will be quite different. Okay, so until 2020, it was the release means basically SAP will release versions in between August to September, or in the month of November. So in this period only they will release their new version. So the naming
Advanced version.
convention, release version. So the naming convention will start with the two digit of the year and two digit of the month. Suppose if a version released in the 2020 or 1999, okay, then the naming convention, how it will be, the last two digits of the year followed by month. Suppose 2020 they released a version, if you just assume that, then 20 is the starting two digits, and it is released in the month of you can say September. So what is the two digits of September? It's 09.
Zero.
So then, yeah, so then the version name, it will be like 2009. Okay. So which is like this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. So earlier in the sense, two digits of the last two digits of the year.
Year.
So suppose when it is released in 2019 in the month of September. So that what is the naming convention of this particular released released when it is released in to 2019 is 1909. Okay,
1909.
you got the you got it right. So this is
Yes,
your
yes.
year and this is your month of release. But after 2020, so they changed the naming convention. So they segregated the naming convention for both on-premise as well as the cloud versions differently. So for on-premise, they will just mention the year, complete year as a version name. Okay. So suppose if they release any new version in 2025, then the version name itself is a 2025 itself. But if they release for the same, if they release uh, for the cloud, the latest release for the cloud in the month of August, then what is the naming convention? Just tell me for the cloud.
Also, for cloud,
Hmm.
August month and year
2025.
2025.
Hmm.
2508.
Yeah, exactly. So it will follow the same earlier naming convention for cloud, but it is changed for on-premise. So
Miss.
which will be only with the year. So if you see any
Just to
version,
2025.
2025. Okay. Now you can see
Okay, sir.
all the versions. So this is the ECC versions from 2000 like 2005. It is introduced SAP ECC version with the 6 uh, as the version, and then it is followed up to this particular year 2016. Okay, ECC 6, EHP 8. EHP is nothing but enhancement package 8. So these packages, you see, ECC 6 is common, but EHP 1, EHP 2, EHP 3, EHP 4, what is nothing
Okay.
but, so they updated some patch. Basically, enhancement package is nothing but a patch. Means to the existing software they are adding some additional features in the form of packages, so that you can say enhancement package. So each year sometimes they add two packages here in this 2015, and then every year they'll add some features in it. So the features is nothing but okay, at some time you can say every time they introduce any new version, it doesn't mean that every time they change the functionality. No, they will enhance some functionality in different areas. Suppose they find some issues with the some security module or some basis module, they will introduce those patches in that particular particular areas, and they will update the version. So when you can say okay, EHP 8 is released, okay, plant maintenance application got changed. No, so plant maintenance application still exist, and they will mention what are the changes they done in this release when it is compared to latest release.
Previous one.
So by comparing those documents, you can see that okay, this is what changed in plant maintenance application. Okay, so that way you can identify. So it doesn't mean that every time they change all the modules. Only they find any new features or any issues, they'll update this particular uh, package. From 2015 onwards, okay, what they introduce S4 HANA.
It's for
Okay,
100.
this is the S4 HANA. So 1511 the version, it is they introduced. So in the 16, same again 1610. So what is this FPS 01, FPS 02, SPS 03? So uh, it is nothing but, as you can say here, patches the same. So it's a future pack stack. FPS is nothing but future pack stack, and SPS is nothing but support package stack. So here they'll apply any supporting like security or any some issues they find, they'll add some changes in it, and then they'll add to the existing version. And future pack stack is nothing but any advanced features they want to introduce, they add all the data, all those information in the form of patches, and then they'll apply to the software. Okay, like this way SAP has been changed their these are the latest releases of each every, I mean, each year they will introduce a version. If suppose they missed, means currently we do have 2023 version, we don't have 2024 version, but now we have 2025 version. So which means that every year they will not supposed to release. So they will, what they will mention, they will give a roadmap in the SAP portal, saying that okay, this year, this quarter, we are going to make these changes in the in this application, in this particular area, or in this transaction. They will give every information in the roadmap. So I'll show you at the end of the training. So where you need to check the roadmaps, SAP roadmaps. What are the latest changes? What are the next upcoming changes? You will see later. So it's too early for you to go into that detail, but going forward you can see. So for now you just understand how SAP named after the versions. Okay. So I do have only this particular image, but currently it is 2025 version, which is recently released in the month of September or so. Okay, I'll share you the document as well with you. You can go through that history. Okay, got it,
Okay,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, next, going further. Now, when it comes to landscape, landscape is nothing but your system. Means suppose Aspiro is using SAP for warehouse management. I mean, your material management, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
they will be accessing, means the users who are there doing activity, they will be accessing this particular piece. Means they are having the production environment. Okay, this is your live system where real data and real means actual data will be lying it here. Okay, but how this was set up means before, first you need to configure the system. I mean, we need to customize the system, and then you need to perform some testing whether the application is working correctly or not. Okay, so by doing, means for that requirement you need to you cannot make any changes in the production, right? First you need to do some testing or do some configuration. First build the system, test the system, and once everything is ready, then move it to production, where that is a live system you will be using. Okay, so for that, the landscape, generally the landscape is, means you can call that as a landscape. Okay, first of all, landscape is nothing but your SAP uh, I mean client architecture. Okay, client is nothing but the system which you are using, means which SAP has dedicatedly provided for your business. Okay, there is some client number which I will show you in a minute when we'll go to when we launch the SAP. Okay, so
Yes.
initially the program will be developed in development client. So that is, you can call it the dev server or dev client. So this again is subdivided into two particular pieces. Okay, you can see customizing client, testing client, and
Testing
sandbox
line.
client. Yeah, testing client, sandbox client. Okay, so let me show you. I'll just take one Excel to give you some basic example. Okay, suppose first development client. Okay, so the client is having two sub clients, 100 and then 200. Okay, so when you launch the SAP application, which client you want to log in? Development and then 100 client. So 100 is nothing but customization. Okay, so customization is nothing but, so where you actually you will map where you do the configuration or you do the build, I mean development. So this particular client will be used for that purpose. So where you will not be testing anything or you will not be creating any data in this particular client. Basically this particular client is called as a golden client. Okay, so actually, from here onwards, you will have some important interview topics. Okay, what is the landscape? They'll ask. So how many clients you have? Okay, what is the development client? What is the golden client? So they'll ask these questions. Okay, just be mindful and understand. If you have any doubt, just ask me. Okay, don't hesitate to ask any queries you have. Okay, so this is
Okay, sir.
golden client. So where you do, so what actually you do, so you will be doing the customization, only customization. So apart from that you will not do anything. Okay, so what you will do, build the system and write. So building the system in the sense customization or configuring, that is your activity. So I mean, functional consultant. Okay, and then there is a technical consultant, means your ABAP programmer. Okay, they will write some programs. Okay, so basically that is, you can consider called as a development. Okay, development activities. So only this particular client will be used for these activities. Only customization, I mean the building of the functions will do the configuration, and technical will do the development, means they will write some
Development.
program, and they will develop the custom solution. What is custom solution? Because we are covering it here, the name technical development, right? So basically SAP will provide all the standard business requirement related I mean the configuration, you can say. So it already provided everything, but some businesses require some additional stuff, where you can call this as a custom report or custom fields. So that particular piece which is not offered by the SAP, means in the system everything you have, but you need something extra. Okay, for your business purpose or for some ease of purpose, which is not provided by SAP. But the beauty of SAP is, okay, SAP already provided everything, but you need something extra. Still SAP provides you that, okay, if you need any extra, then you can customize it, which is nothing but, okay, you can use, ask a developer to write a program in such a way that you get what you need. Okay, that way SAP is offered the software. So where this technical developer, they will write some program, and then he will build the, whether it's a field or report or is any sort of a requirement, he will develop. So the development everything first he will do in golden client, or you are a functional consultant, you will do the configuration in the development, this particular development golden client. Okay, you'll not be doing anything. Okay, you'll not be creating any data, you'll not be testing anything. Okay, only it's a golden, means it's a clean data system. So you'll not be having anything apart from the uh, original configuration. Now you configure the system, you build the logic, and system is ready. Now you need to test whether whatever you have written or whatever you have built, you need to test whether that is working or not. What you will do first, this particular piece, so the data what you have saved in it, so we'll go into the TR. Okay, by means of a TR is nothing but a transport request, which holds the information what you did in the configuration. Okay, so you can say by means of TR. TR is nothing but transport.
Transfer request.
uh, do you heard that anywhere in your organization, transport request?
Sir.
Okay, so by means of a transport request. So if you do anything first here, okay, in this particular client, all the information when you save, it will ask a TR number. Okay, this TR basically
Mm.
a technical team, so basis consultant will provide you the TR to perform any activity. So again we'll touch upon when we go into the system. Okay, so for now just assume that whatever you did, everything will store into this transport request. Now you need to test it, whatever the configuration you have done, you need to test it, right? So um, whether it is working or not. So what they will do, you will move this particular piece into this another client, that is called unit testing client. Okay, you got it. So here what you will do, whatever the customization you have built, okay, that you will be transporting to 200 client, and you will be testing it. If it is not working again, so if you identify something is missing, again you will go into that particular client, and then again that data will be saved into this tier, again you will move this tier 200, and then you will test. So this is a, I mean, um, cyclic process, where uh, until everything is fine, you will be doing testing in 200, and then do the configuration, move the tier, and then tier will be moved 200, and then test it. So this way, the development client will serve the purpose for the building the system. Okay, you got the
Okay, sir.
development client. Okay, so now another client, quality assurance or
Quality
quality,
assurance.
quality system. Okay, QAS you can say, or quality. What is this purpose? What is the purpose of it? So main purpose of it is again, QAS, the client numbers will be decided by your basis team, so you no need to worry. They will say, okay, they will inform you, this is the landscape, this is the development client, and development, this is the golden client with the 100, and this is the unit testing client with the 200, and this is the quality. Here also you'll be having some 100 client, which you can say SIT client, or system integration testing client. Okay, where you will perform integration testing. So what is the difference between uh, what you can say unit testing client, we can say, right here we added, what is the difference between these two clients? Okay, any idea?
Sir.
Hmm, just give it a guess. Okay, so here you tested everything, right? What you have tested, suppose you are working for a plant maintenance module. Okay, you are a PM consultant. Okay, so sorry, what is that? Is it your system? You got some? Hello,
Sir.
are you there, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got some beep sound. That's why I'm asking. Okay, so suppose you are working on a development client and you are a PM consultant. You are working only for plant maintenance module and you are building the system for only plant maintenance in here, and you
Okay.
tested everything is fine. Okay,
Mhm.
from your point of view. Similarly, there will be another consultant. Okay, like consultant, and then PP consultant, and then your FI consultant. So these different consultant will also working for their solutions. I mean their particular module. Everything they
Okay.
built and then tested in testing client, then it is working. Okay, but on a holistic approach, SAP, the user means basically you are developing this particular solution to business, so they'll use all these modules, right? And
Yes.
one module integrates with another. Okay, each module will be integrating with others. So the integration is nothing but here what you will test. Here you tested only your application, I mean your module. Here in quality,
Okay.
you will test your application whether it is working, means integrating with other modules or not. Okay, here you can say only PM maintenance while you can say, okay, you created equipment, you created a function location, you created measuring documents, and everything is working. But you create a order and you need a component, okay, to perform a repair. Basically you need to repair a to do breakdown, so they'll be using some spares, right? So they replace that spare, this spare, you can see while doing the breakdown by the engineering team. So they always carry some parts with their hand, and then they are doing the repair, and they during the repair, uh, okay, okay, one minute, pa. Okay, so for this where are we? Sorry, మా ఒక్క నిమిషం, మా
Wait.
పాప గోల గోల చేస్తుంది.
Okay, sir.
సౌజన్య దాన్ని తీసుకో. సారీ మా.
It's okay, sir.
ఓకే, so where are we, here. So you developed your everything, I mean logic, and then it is working for you, means whatever the solution that you build. But your solution will also work with this particular module as well, means you should not get any errors. So because the business will use every module, right? Every module will integrate
Yes.
with each one. So that particular piece you will test here. So here this transport holds the PM related configuration. Similarly, this data will, like this consultant will work and they do have a TRs. So all these TR1, TR2, okay, so like this, uh, TR3, PP. So
PP.
all these TRs, okay, they'll move to quality. Okay, okay. Now
Okay.
your system is ready for integration testing, which means you will test the integration with other modules. Okay,
Okay.
and then if you find any issues, okay, whether it is the issue, they need to identify, like, okay, this issue is from side, and they need to adjust again. So what they'll do, they will take this tr is already moved and it is not valid, so they'll go, they'll create another tr, and then they will fix the issue, and then they will test it again here, and
Yes,
then
sir.
they will move to quality. So in that way it will work. The integration testing is nothing but you are testing the solution, the whole solution here itself. Okay. And also the solution sit and unit testing. Okay, unit testing is particular to module, sit is to whole solution, which will be tested by the consultants. Okay. So suppose you will do this testing also you will do. uh, okay, pm functional will perform the uh, unit testing, I mean sit. So now you understand that there is no issues, the solution is ready, and then what you will do, you will inform to client. So client also needs to test, right, whether the solution is
Yes.
working or not with before directly moving it to production. So where they will hire some professionals, like similar to us, they will also having some consultants, okay, or they can say architects or business smes. Well, they know the business as well as this particular solution. They will test from their perspective. So that is called uat, user acceptance test. Okay. So this is different testing. We'll cover it in later sessions as well. Okay, what they will
Okay,
test,
sir.
how they will test. Okay. uh, it is user acceptance test. Okay. So this will be performed by client in the sense, you can say business owner.
Yes.
Hmm. So in your case, suppose Accenture is in helping to set up SAP system for Hetero, then you are the business owner, right? Hetero is the business owner. So business owner, what he will do? He will test the solution, entire solution. Once he give the acceptance, again this TR, whatever is there, right? So these TRs
Oh,
will move to production. Okay. So
okay.
again, production you will be having 100 client. So all this data, whatever the data here is there, so it will be moved to production. So in
Understood.
production, nothing will be there. Means only real data will be there. Real or live system. Okay. So where you cannot do anything. Suppose if you find any issue here, again he will raise a incident, and then it will go to this consultant. He will analyze it and he will identify issue. He will do the change in again golden client, and again follow the same procedure tr, and then move it to 200, test it here, and then move to quality, and test the entire solution. And once if it is agreed by the client, again move to production. So this way the development will happen. Okay. So if any issue is you identify in production, directly they will not fix in production. You need to fix everywhere. Okay, that is the approach in sap. Okay. Now you got the sap landscape. So landscape is nothing but is your systems, how many systems you have. So it's a development system, quality system, and production system.
Production
Basically,
system.
yeah, basically the architecture will be like this only. But in some organizations they will ask the supplier or the basis team, we need additional systems in the development client or quality client. Okay, not in the production client. So what they'll ask, okay, I need a sandbox. Okay, sandbox system. Sandbox is nothing but your trial and error.
Okay.
Particularly you are looking for a dedicated solution, but you are not sure. So you'll not be doing that exercise. Basically it's a trial and error kind of exercise. You will not be doing in 100 client. For that you need to use some sort of sandbox client box. Okay, which is nothing but you are not sure about the solution. Okay, you want to just test whether the
Yes.
solution
Right.
will work for or not. Okay. So that system you can call it as a sandbox system. What they'll do, they will investigate, okay, for a new solution, or sometimes some clients they will use some clients they will use for practice. Okay. So some practices is, you should not use this word, but generally they will use for this purpose, the sandbox access. Okay. Okay. So which will lies with the development system, or you can call it as a separate system as well. So the architecture they will design it as, okay, they do have a sandbox system, SAS, separate system. They will do the investigation of it, and then once if they think that everything is fine, then they start building the system. Okay. Whatever the data that you have, whatever the code or whatever the configuration that you do have in sandbox system, it won't be saved. Even though it is a saved in a tier, you should not move it to development system. Okay. And the system will be designed in such a way that the transports will not be moved to any other system in sandbox. Similarly, suppose the quality SIT is completed, UAT is completed. What you need to do, you need to um to use this application, first you need to train the users, right? Suppose you are the user, you don't know the SAP, right? The solution you don't know, you need to get trained, right? You need to understand application. So for that, what they'll do, they'll create one more client in the quality for training purpose. Okay. Where they will give access to train these people, the employees, and they will do the training exercise in this client. Okay. They will create some data, and then they'll test it. Okay. Got it, ma? Hello. Hello. హలో.
Hello.
హ్మ్. చెప్పండి కొంచెం లాస్ట్ టైమ్ మీది.
Okay, okay, sir.
మీరు అర్థమైందా ఇది? అంటే క్వాలిటీ డెవలప్‌మెంట్
అర్థమైంది
క్లయింట్స్
సార్.
అండ్ ల్యాండ్‌స్కేప్ ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే
హ్మ్.
అడగండి. ఓకే. నేను కొంచెం
లేదు సార్
డీప్‌గా
అర్థమైంది.
ఎళ్తున్నా.
హ్మ్.
ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో క్వెషన్స్ పడే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. ఓకే. ఇది బేసిక్ అన్నట్టు. మీరెళ్తా ఉంటే. సో, మీ ల్యాండ్‌స్కేప్ ఏందని అడిగితే మీరు సింపుల్‌గా చెప్పేది డెవలప్‌మెంట్ క్లయింట్, క్వాలిటీ క్లయింట్, ప్రొడక్షన్. సో, డెవలప్‌మెంట్‌లో అగైన్ 100 client, 100 is a golden client, 200 is a develop unit testing client, and then quality we do have a, SIT client, and then we do have a production client, that is our live system. Okay, got it? Yeah,
యెస్ సార్.
you got the complete picture of it. Now we'll move to uh, what are the different modules, what are the different functionalities of all other modules which lies in the SAP. Okay. You can see there are
ఓకే.
a lot of modules. SAP is having near to 200 modules inside of it, but there are some core modules, okay, which by means of which business is running, so without which business cannot be run. So those modules I have listed over here. So there is a FI, in the sense this a finance module, and then, okay, let me maximize. You can see the CO, which is your controlling module. So now you can say FI and CO. It's a finance and controlling team. They will do the exercise for the financial accounting. Means your casting, casting part and cost reports and company balance sheets. What is your profit and loss? Everything that will be managed by this finance module. And what does the controlling module will do? So controlling is basically the name itself, control. So it will control the cost flow. Suppose you bought any new machine from a supplier. So basically you are installing, you are working in Aspro, right? So in a new filling machine you purchase it from some China. Okay. Now you need to pay the amount, right? Okay. So this controlling module will do that activities. First, they will check the invoices, and is there any issues with the invoices or any issues with the component that you received. Whether it's a partial payment, you need to do that. The terms and conditions are all defined in the controlling side, and they will do the they will control the that kind of payment issues or payment sort of thing to the suppliers. Okay. Now sales and distribution. What is a sales and distribution? What does the purpose of sales and distribution is? Nothing but um, uh, suppose whatever the product you are manufacturing, how, what is the starting point, why you are manufacturing that, what, where it comes. You will get a sale order, or you will receive a request that, okay, I need this component from a what you can say, distributor, or you can say the customer. Okay. So customer, suppose from your case, some Africa country, they need some this product, and then they will give it a sale order to your sales representative or the person corporate sales team where they're sitting, they will get the sale order. So the sale order, based on the sale order, they will inform your plant head that okay, we got a sale order, you need to create these many batches and you need to supply this product to this African client. Okay, so what your plant head will do, he will take that sale order and he will check how many what is the raw material that is required, whether the raw material is there or not, and then he will start procuring, and then again he'll start the production planning, and then your production team will start the batch, and then the batch is completed and your packing team will do the packages, and then the entire package will go to a warehouse. From there the distribution will start, and then warehouse team will dispatch that product to that Nigeria or Africa country. So that particular sales and distribution will be take care by your SD module. Okay, got it, ma?
Okay, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. Now, what is Material management. So, material management is nothing but your materials, whether it is a raw material, packaging material, or a finished product, everything. So, they will manage. Whether you need to procure it from outside vendor, or you need to procure it for, or you need to develop it internally, you need to manufacturing internally, and then you need any kind of services, external services. Suppose you don't have a labor capability inside, the technical capability, you need to get the third party vendors for repairing activities, right? So that sort of activity will be managed by your material management. Basically it will do the procurement process, procure the materials and make up the stock, and then production planning. So like we discussed, so you got a sale order of some so and so product, and then your production planning will check everything. Okay, so which machine or which line you need to use, and then what is the recipes, or what is the formula that is required to manufacturing, and how many resources that are required to make the components. All that decision and then execution process will be handled by your production planning team. Okay, and then when it comes to plant maintenance, this is our module which you are going to learn. So basically we already covered this part. This manages maintenance activities of a organization, whether it is a equipment or any mission. So it will monitor the health condition of that mission, and then it will ensure the durability of the mission, and it also ensure the longevity of the mission. And also it is this managed plant maintenance module is responsible for the scalability, and then your uptime of the mission. Basically uptime in the sense the machine is ready and then working in working condition. So that activities will be taken care by your plant maintenance module. And then quality management. So quality management, already. So if any intermediate products or any finished products first you created or manufactured in the production area, you need to do some inspection. So by means of some quality inspection you will do, right? So this is having
Yes.
this particular characteristic. This material should have this much specific gravity, this material should have this much pH. You do have some predefined SOPs and predefined limits. So what it will do, the quality manager will do the inspection, and it will whether it will decide whether it should be rejected or accepted. Okay, the product. So that quality decisions, the quality management module will do. And then project system. So what is the project system will do? So project is nothing but, suppose in your Aspiro any new line is constructed. Okay, so these all are running function. It will take care by running our existing line business. But this project system, what it will do, if you want to build any new line. Okay, so what are the materials that are required, what is the capital amount you need to invest, what is the budget that is required to complete this project, how many time what is the time period, what is the duration that is required, how many resources that are required, all will be managed by this particular project system. Okay, got it. And then your HR management.
Yes, sir.
So the HR module is nothing but your the personal data, what it will manage. Okay, what is the employee number, what is his name, what is his family details, what is the address of his the employee, and what is the phone number of employee. So what is the capability, means how many years of experience does this have, and what is the skills, and then when is his availability, at what time he will work, whether he will work in general shift or late shift, what is his compensation. Okay, so all these activities will be managed by this particular human resource module. So now all these modules will integrate each other. Okay, to FI module will get, okay, suppose we need to FI team, they need to initiate a process or a payment. Okay, for you, you need to get a salary every month, right, in your bank account. So
Yes.
this data, FI team needs to get the data from your HR module. Okay, what is his bank account number, what is your name, all the details you will get, and then this data, based on this data, they will process the uh, amount. So similarly, this controlling. So once you process the data, where it will go and settle, what is the limit? So that will manage by your controlling team. Okay. So similarly, when it comes to our plant maintenance module, this plant maintenance module basically integrates. It will not integrate with all other modules, but there is a chance to integrate all other modules, but it is closely integrates with the FICO, and then your So 80% it is integrating with and then 10% it is integrating with the
Okay.
production, and then you can say again 60 or 40% it will integrate with the QM, and some rare cases it will integrate your HR, and it also integrate with your PM. Okay, so your HR module, you get the personal data. Okay, who are working in a shift to get this information. So like this way, these are the core modules. I- the functions you can say here are listed, or we already discussed that functionalities of each module, and then it will integrate all with one another. Okay, got it, ma?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Okay. So before going to deep dive, do you need any break, or shall we continue?
Continue, sir.
Okay. So now we jumped into our plant maintenance module, or you can say enterprise asset management module. So why EAM? If you go to why, before going to why EAM, what is EAM? What is plant maintenance? Why this name is changed to EAM? So basically, when SAP, the ways of working with SAP in ECC, you can say it's like they named it after plant maintenance module. So basically, the purpose is same, but the naming convention they mention it as SAP plant maintenance. But over a period from S4 onwards, they change the naming convention to EAM, but the functionality wise doesn't change. Okay, it will do again the same functionality: inspection, preventive maintenance, and repairs. Okay, the purpose of this module is only to perform inspection, preventive maintenance, and repair. Okay, so why the name is changed? Okay, so in S4 onwards, SAP added additional artificial intelligence to this asset management module. So where it is introduced internet of things, IoT, basically we call it as IoT. So which will capture the real time data of a machine, and then it will take a strategic decisions in terms of breakdown, or in terms of any sort of repair. uh, that feature they introduced in EAM. Okay, so w- you got the uh, plant maintenance. What is the purpose of plant maintenance? You got it right. So basically, what it will do, it will do inspection, repair, and preventive
Instructions.
inspection, repair,
Mm.
preventive measures, or preventive measures, you can say. So what does the meaning of inspection? Okay, so inspection in the sense it's a routine check or daily checks of a technical object. Technical
Equipment.
object is nothing but your equipment or a machine. So you will be monitoring the daily health condition of that machine, and then you will be recording the data. Okay, for a decision making process. Okay, so yesterday what is the data of this machine, and today what is the data of this machine, and what is the difference, why you got that difference, is there any issue? So in that way you can take a decision by monitoring the condition of a equipment in a regular intervals. or you can say daily inspection. So which is called inspection. And then what is repair? Repair is nothing but when equipment is continuously running, or it is running, during running, due to some issue, it got breakdown, or it stopped. Okay. Now you will go and check uh, why it got breakdown, and what are the measures you need to take to repair the equipment. So basically, they identify, okay, some gear motor or some belt got cut, or some gear motor damaged, or some chain was cut. Because of that, this machine got breakdown, and they replace that component, and then they'll again make this particular equipment into a working condition. So that sort of activity you can call it as a repair. Okay. And then what is your preventive measure? Okay. So preventive measure is nothing but your maintenance activities to avoid breakdowns. Okay. So you will be defining some set of instructions, or some set of conditions, or set of tasks that need to be performed on regular interval to ensure the ideal working condition of a machine. Okay. Or you can avoid the repair of a, or you can avoid the breakdown of a equipment. Okay. So the measures which you will be taking to avoid breakdown of a equipment, that is called preventive measures. Here, this is the functionality, or this is the purpose of a plant maintenance. On a lighter note, this whole picture will say the what is the use of plant maintenance module. If someone asks what is the responsibility of a plant maintenance module, you can simply say the plant maintenance will do inspection, repair, and preventive measures of a technical object. So that is a one word answer. You can say it to someone, and then they will be happy. Okay, got it, ma? So again, I'm asking, what is the purpose of plant maintenance? Hello.
Sure, and to it's hello,
Tell me, ma.
hello.
Yes, yes, listening. చెప్పండి మా.
Yes.
Hmm.
Uh, ఏదైనా
So
సరే మనం ఇన్స్పెక్షన్
okay, go on, మాట్లాడండి, ఫ్రీగా మాట్లాడండి, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు.
అది ఏదైనా
Hmm.
ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ చెయ్యాలి అన్నా మిషన్ అనేది కండిషన్ కరెక్ట్‌గా ఉందా? లేదా? మన ప్రొడక్షన్‌కి గాని ఎక్కడ గూడా ఏ ఇంటరప్షన్స్ లేకుండా రన్ అవుతుందా? లేదా? అనేది మనం వెంచూర్ జేసుకోవాలి.
Hmm.
అండ్ ఏదైనా ఇంటరప్షన్స్ ఉంటే ఎలా మనం రికవర్ చేయాలి అనే దాని గురించి ఈ సాప్ పిఎం అనేది మనకి యూజ్ అవుతుంది.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ మీకు 50% రీచ్ అయింది. బట్ 100% మీకు రీచ్ కావాలి అంటే, అంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూయర్ పర్పస్‌లో మీరు ఇదే సేమ్ క్వెషన్ అడిగినప్పుడు, సింపుల్ వన్ వర్డ్ ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ప్లాంట్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ విల్ ఎన్ష్యూర్, ఆర్ విల్ డూ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్, రిపేర్, ప్రివెంటివ్ మెజర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎ టెక్నికల్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ వర్డ్ ఆన్సర్ యూ కెన్ గివ్. సో మీకు ఇంకా
ఓకే.
ఆల్రెడీ మీరు మీరు ఏదైతే అర్థం చేసుకున్నారో అది కరెక్టే. కాకపోతే దాన్ని ఫ్రేమింగ్ డిఫరెంట్‌గా చెప్పాలి. ఓకే. ఇన్స్పెక్షన్
ఓకే.
అంటే ఏంది? ప్రివెంటివ్ మెజర్ అంటే ఏంది? రిపేర్ అంటే ఏంది? ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ కండిషన్ మానిటరింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ టెక్నికల్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. Okay.
గుడ్
Repairing
పాయింట్.
is nothing but the measures which you take to restore the original condition of a equipment. Okay. That is called your repair. Preventive measures is nothing but the measures which you will be taking to maintain the original condition, or maintain the original condition of the equipment. So that is called preventive measures. The difference between preventive measures and repair is nothing but the measures which you take, okay, to maintain the original condition of the equipment is called a preventive measures. The measures which you take to restore the original condition of a equipment. So the only difference is restore. Here you are restoring the condition. Here you are just maintaining the condition. Okay. And it is nothing but just monitoring the condition of the equipment. Okay. That way you can
ఓకే
answer
సార్.
it. So here now, till now we only covered the theoretical part, just for your understanding.
ఓకే.
But on a lighter note, no one will ask, what is this, but as I said earlier, some questions will may come from the landscape point of view. And then landscape, you got it right. So what is the different clients that exist,
Yes, yes.
your organization, what is the purpose of each client, and how it is connected by means of a TR. So that queries you will get. So basically, for a entry level consultants, they will ask that queries. At least they need to know that they know the SAP. Okay, you need to be very clear on that part. Okay, now second part is what is your plant maintenance activities, what is the purpose of plant maintenance. It is nothing but your inspection, preventive maintenance, preventive measures, and repair. So this you can say to them. Okay, next we'll actually jump into SAP system. So what is SAP, how SAP looks like, how you need to navigate, and how you will get the data. So basically, what is a transaction, how you will get the how you know that okay, these are the transactions that you need to use for plant maintenance. And then how you will navigate, or how you can use the Fiori application. And all this you will see now. Okay, so I'm not going with the slides because it doesn't have any I just given some useful information, but when you check in the system, you will get the right information. Okay, now I'm jumping into the system. Okay, you can see my screen, right? Still.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm just closing. You see, whenever SAP is installed in your laptop or desktop, you can see this particular icon. Okay, SAP login. Okay, so here onwards I just ask you your confirmation, or నేను ఏమడుగుతా నీ ఇంటరాక్షన్ కావాలంటే మన ఇద్దరి మధ్యన మీరు, నేను క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతా ఉంటే మీరు రెస్పాన్స్ అడుగుతా ఉండే, ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి మనం రియల్ వరల్డ్లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతున్నాం ఎస్ఏపీలోకి. సో మీకు అర్థమైందా లేదా అనే దాన్ని బట్టి నేను స్లో అవుతాను. అండ్ అట్ ది సేమ్ టైం మీరు అడగండి నన్ను ఎక్కడన్నా మీకు ఏదైనా డౌట్ ఉందంటే, మైనర్ డౌట్ ఉన్నా సరే నన్ను ఆపండి, అడగండి. అలా అయితేనే మీరు నేర్చుకోగలరు.
ఓకే.
ఓకేనా? ఓకేనా? సో, ఇంతసేపు
ఓకే.
మీరేదో థియరిటికల్ జూసుంటారు. అది కొంచెం బోరింగుంటది. ఇక నుంచి కొంచెం యాక్చువల్ దీంట్లోకెళ్తున్నాం మన ఎస్ఏపీ వరల్డ్‌లోకి. సో, మీకేదైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి. సో, ఈ ఎస్ఏపీ అప్లికేషన్ అనేది మీ ఐటీ టీమ్ జనరల్‌గా మీ ల్యాప్‌టాప్‌లో ఇన్‌స్టాల్ జేస్తారు. ఓకే. ఇన్‌స్టాల్ జేసిన తర్వాత మీకు ఆల్రెడీ బై డిఫాల్ట్ ఈ ఐకాన్ వచ్చుంటది మీ దగ్గర. వెదర్ ఈ ఈ యువర్ డెస్క్‌టాప్ స్క్రీన్ మీద గాని, లేదంటే యువర్ ఈ పర్టిక్యులర్ ఏరియా ఇక్కడుంది గదా! ఈ కింద టూల్ బార్. సో, ఈ పర్టిక్యులర్ ప్లేస్‌లో
యెస్.
గాని ఉంటది. సో, సింపుల్‌గా ఇక్కడ రావాలంటే ఏం జేయాలి మీరు? పిన్ టు టాస్క్ బార్ సంథింగ్ ఏదో ఉంటది. అది కొట్టేసి ఇక్కడ వచ్చేస్తది. ఓకే.
ఓకే.
సో, దీని మీద డబుల్ క్లిక్ జేస్తే మీకు ఈ ఎస్ఏపీ జియూఐ ఫర్ విండోస్ అనే అప్లికేషన్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది. సో, విచ్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ యూ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ విండోస్ uh, laptop. So it's not a Apple laptop; it's a Windows laptop where Microsoft Windows is installed. So this is the software SAP application which will only work for Windows. Okay, which means Microsoft applications.
యెస్.
Okay, this is the login, and you can see by name when it is released. It's a 770 final release. This is the graphical user interface. So what is the graphical user interface? Is nothing but where you will touch and feel, you can say touch and feel kind of thing. So basically you will be interacting with the software by means of some commands. Okay, so when you access this application, this particular logon page will open. Okay, you can see, and then this is the different clients or different set of clients which will display over here. So this is our practice system. So that's why you see there is only one particular client is available, but you can see lot number of client over here. Okay, so if you again, if you double click on this one, it will ask you your credentials, and you will see some information they have given it over here. So it's a SAP HANA 2023 version and FPS 02. So we already discussed what is FPS 02, what is FPS means.
యెస్. ఫ్యూచర్ ప్యాక్స్.
Exactly. Mm,
ఫ్యూచర్ ప్యాక్ స్టాక్.
right. So this is the your version, and some information they given it over here, available clients. In similar way, when you access your production system, they will also give some information. Okay, this is the system, this is the details they will give. So ignore all these, and then particularly you see left side, this is the client. Okay, which client you are logging in. So it's 100 client. So, and by landscape, you got the information that okay, which is a development client, and then which is the golden client, all the stuff, right? So similarly, your
Yes.
organization will restrict the access to consultants. They do have access to golden client, and then end user, they don't at all have access to quality system and then development system. Only they do have production system. Okay, but in real time, the consultant don't have the production system. They only have the development and quality client access. So this is a test system which we are doing our practice in the system. That's where we do have only one client where you do the all the configuration testing and creation of master data. All this activity will be performing in this particular client. Okay, is a client, and then login language. So basically, what is the login language, what is the description, everything. Once you log in, that will display in that language. Okay, if Germany people they are logging in their local language, then it will display in everything in German language after selecting the language as D. For now we know only English, right? So this particular SAP application will be available in different languages. Okay, all the languages uh, package that should be installed in the system. That's IT task again. So that the display and everything will be displayed in the Lagan language, that is your local language. For now we'll be using English as a login language. So you no need to select anything. So by default it will come up English as a client as 100, and then login language as en. And basically you need to give username and password. So who will give this user ID and password? So basically security is another module inside the SAP, that is called as a technical module. They will manage access and access control of your SAP applications. Okay, so they will give your credentials. For now we are just logging into the system. The user ID is my name. Okay, I'll be entering the password. Okay. So once you enter the password, then you will be entering into what you can see, SAP Easy Access screen.
So easy access.
SAP Easy Access screen. So this is the place where you will be working daily inside the SAP. So SAP Easy Access screen. Okay. Here you see there is a one dabba, right? This is
Yes.
basically you'll be calling as a command prompt or easy access path, where you'll be accessing the transaction, or you'll be accessing the reports by using this particular box. Okay, got it. And
Yes, sir.
this particular bar you can see here, right? This SAP easy access key. This particular bar you can call it as a title bar. Okay, and this particular down area you'll see SAP icon here above this particular piece. This bar you can call as a status bar. Okay, so it will display the information once you execute any transaction. Suppose I'll enter it as I-90 something. What you got? So some information it is showing, some status it is showing, transaction I-90 does not exist. Okay, means any information once you given, it will if any information or error information that will system though, that will display in this status bar. So this is your title bar, this is your status bar, this is your first path. You can say this is the command path. Okay, and right corner, the top right corner, sorry, bottom right corner of it, you can see here. Okay, if you click on this one, it will show the details. What is your system? So it's a S4H, it's a 100 client, it's a 100 client. What is the user, and what is the program that you are currently logged in, and what is the transaction name? These details it will show. Okay, basically suppose you don't know, you have opened multiple sessions of the same page, and you don't know which program I'm running. So by seeing this particular piece, you can know the information. Okay, got it, ma? Then
Yes, sir.
Next onwards, okay, you can see this particular favorites piece, and then this is the SAP menu. Okay, so these are all, you can say, different modules, are different modules, and their functions lies in these folders. Okay, so uh, ours is a plant maintenance module, right? So you need to know the uh, what are the different transactions or uh, reports that are exist or that are useful for plant maintenance. You will be navigating like this. Okay, SAP, go to SAP user menu, SAP menu, and then go to logistics. Okay, and then you see plant maintenance here. Okay, if you go to inside plant maintenance, okay, these are all plant maintenance related transactions or programs which will be used daily. Okay, for now I'll be navigating to management of technical object, and I'll go to equipment. You see IA01 create. Okay, well, if I double click on this one, okay, it is taking me to what screen? Create equipment screen, initial screen. Okay, this is called your what I told you, this is your status bar, sorry, title bar. This is your status bar, and then this is your program. Okay, so this is the program, this is the program, and this is the transaction IE01. Any doubts ma in it? How to navigate to
No,
plant
sir.
maintenance? Okay, so where, how to
No.
navigate from user menu? Just guide me where I need to go. Tell me how to access our plant maintenance related
So
transactions.
the screen was slow.
No, no, no. Just guide me how to go to plant maintenance. So you click on logistics. First of all, my screen is visible or not for you?
Visible, sir, but it was very slow.
Ah, is it? Maybe some internet issues. I don't know whether it is from your side or my
Shush.
side. Okay. So what I'm saying is go to logistics. Okay. And
Sap
go
menu
to,
logistics.
okay. Next.
And the screen was stuck, sir.
Ah, why is it? Okay. Still you can see my screen. I do have internet connection. Hello.
Sir, hello.
Are you following, ma?
Yes, sir. But
Mm-hmm.
the connection was very slow.
I don't know. It's not from my side. Whether it's from your side or not, I'm not sure. Okay. So you still see my screen? Where am I?
No,
So
sir.
sorry.
Yes, sir.
So you can see this page, right? Logistics, and then
Logistics,
next.
plant maintenance.
Okay, and then
That's it, sir.
management of technical objects, and then you can see these are all the different sections of a plant maintenance. Okay. So IE01 is the transaction to create a equipment. Okay, so we'll go to this later. First, just understand the SAP screens. Okay, so this way you can access. Similarly, if you know transaction directly, you can access it from here. So I know IE01 is a transaction to create equipment. So what I'll do, I'll directly enter the transaction in the first path IE01, and I just click enter. So it will be opening that particular screen. Okay, you got it, ma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, if I go back, then it will go to again easy access. Okay. Now, what I wanted to know, what I need to is I need to work on two different screens at a time. Okay. So similar page, I need to open one more page. What you need to do, you see there is a option, new GUI window. You see it, right? You got it right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you click on this one, it will be opening new window, same screen. Okay, so you see this screen is
Yes.
open, and also this screen is open. By using alt tab, you can switch from one screen to another screen. So suppose in this screen I'll open IE01, okay, create equipment, and I'll in this screen I'll open IL01. So you can access, you can work parallelly with the different screens at a time. Okay, like this
Okay.
you can open n number of screens. Okay, like this, if you just click on this one, it will open another screen. If you click on this one, it will open another screen. Okay, but for the um, redundant process, I mean to say, for ease of functionality, or you can if you open number of screens, you will get some slowness in terms of processing. So that's why the base system will limit this new session up to 7. Means you can only open 7 sessions at a time.
7 tabs.
7 or
Okay.
6 time, it's not a fixed one, so it is up to your organization where they can restrict. Basically 7 or 6 is the limit, they can restrict. So like this one, if you open the number of maximum number of sessions reached, like that you will get a message when they do the restriction. Since this is a test system, okay, you won't get that limit, so it will open n number of sessions like this, you can see. So we have
Oh,
opened these many sessions. Okay, okay, if you don't want any session, you
okay.
just click on close. Okay.
Okay.
Mm. Now suppose I'll be closing all these sessions. Just write down these particular ones which I am going to say, so that when you do the practice, it will be easier for you. Okay. Suppose um, if you are in a screen, every time you don't want to click on this particular button, I want to access directly a transaction. Suppose this is the open, I have opened one session. I need to open IE01 screen. Okay, I just open IE01 screen. From this screen, I just wanted to directly jump into another transaction. Okay, so uh, I don't want to go back and then click on new session and then enter new transaction. From this page, I directly wanted to, like, I directly jump to another transaction. What you will do? So uh, you will enter the transaction of, you will enter the new transaction, and this particular screen must be closed. I mean, by closing this session, you want to open another session. For that, what you need to do? You see this particular slash. Okay, you need to enter this one, put slash n, and then put the transaction, whatever the new transaction you want. So what is the title of this one? It's a create equipment, right?
Great.
Now I wanted to
Yes.
go to change equipment screen. Okay, for that, what is the transaction is IE02. So
IE
what
zero
I'll
two
don't remember the transaction IE02 IE01, but only remember this one. So one session,
010.
I'm in one session, I'm in create page. I just wanted to go another page. Okay, for that, by closing this page, what you will do? You need to enter slash n in the command prompt, and then put the new transaction, and then press enter. What it will do? It will directly jump from create equipment screen to change equipment screen. Okay.
Recruitment.
So for that, you need to use the functionality of slash n. Suppose again my if you see only one session is open, again I wanted to go back to create screen. What I need to do? Tell me.
Slash n IE01.
Yes, exactly. Just remember slash n. Okay, whatever the transaction, you
Okay.
just apply it later. So IE01
Okay.
again, I'll put enter, then I'll go to create equipment. Okay.
Create.
Now, suppose I want to directly jump to another transaction without closing this particular create equipment screen. What I need to do? I need to use slash O, and then I'll be using again the change transaction slash O IE02. I just put enter, and then what it will do? It is open another another screen with the change equipment. If you open the C, if you see here, create screen is also there, and also this particular new change screen is
Change.
also open.
Change.
So by means Again, if you want to open some another transaction without closing this particular change equipment screen, what I'll do, I'll just put a slash o
Zero.
and then new transaction. Suppose I want to open IL01. Okay, what it will do? It will open another screen. Okay, similarly, if I want to close this one and open another one, what I need to do? Tell me.
Send
So I need to close this one and open another one. What I need to do here? Suppose I want to open change equipment screen with by closing this screen. What I need to apply it here?
slash n
Exactly. Slash n.
IE
I
01 or 02.
Yeah, exactly. So if I do this one, it will close that and open another session. So this way it will work. Suppose um, I want to close all the sessions. Whatever the means you have opened 10 sessions, I need to close all those ones and I need to completely log off from the system. What I need to do? Slash NEX. If you enter this word and then put enter, so it will completely log off from your system. So you need to don't need to go to select that log off option from the menu and then do this one. Just remember that one slash NEX, it will close all the sessions at once. Okay, got it, ma? Okay, so now you have seen how to navigate inside the SAP. Now we have opened different screens, means basically different programs of it. So what does that means? What is a transaction basically? So I'm just logging it again. Okay, so suppose I opened IE01. So this is a transaction which we said, right? So basically what is it? So which is nothing but the transaction is nothing but a program. So create equipment in the sense you want to create equipment. For that there is a backend in there is a program written backend to create equipment. How to know what is the program behind of it? Okay, go to system and then if you click on go to system and then click on status. Okay, here you see what is the transaction is IE01 and this is your program. You see program name. Don't worry about this program. This is SAP standard program. You don't need to remember all those things. What I'm trying to say is every transaction, whatever you are accessing, that is a program. Okay, so if you click on this one, it will go into the program. But it's a ABAP language. You don't need to um, understand it. So it's a technical team. They will be working on this. Okay, you don't need to worry. Okay, we are not doing any program. Okay, we are just doing the configuration. We are just mapping. Okay, we are not doing any configuration. So that's where it's some sort of non-technical activity. So we don't need to do any program. So, okay, now I said every transaction is a program. So you can see the program details here by using go to system and then status and then this is the transaction. This is the program. Got it, ma?
Yes, sir.
And so earlier before logging into the system, we see that product version. What is the SAP version and what is the future pack stack? That details you have seen, right? So after
Yes, sir.
logging into the system, whether it is correct or not, so what is the current version details? How you want to, like, if you want to see where you go. Okay, again go to system status. You see there is a system data tab is there, right? Got it.
Yes.
And then here product
System data.
version,
Yes, sir.
product version,
Yes.
you see here. And then
Mm.
you see there is a details button. Okay, if you click
Yes.
on this one, it will show this particular two tabs: installed software component version, installed product version. You go to installed product version and you see what is the SAP on-premise version. So what is it? It is 2023 and then FPS 02. Okay, got it, ma?
Yes, sir.
And then what is this here? What is this? This 10/2024. Tell me,
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you.
what is this? This 10 2024, 10 slash 2024 here in the screen. What is this?
That is on premises or cloud related?
This is nothing but your month and year.
Year.
And this year and this month, this feature packs
Software
stack
was installed.
is released. Okay,
Okay.
got it. So like this way.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got it right. So this is the
Yes, sir.
navigation. Now this is your SAP screen. How you need to access Fiori? Okay, here simply you enter a transaction, note it down. Okay, slash n slash UI2 slash FLP. So this is a transaction to access Fiori. Okay, you just note it down, and if you click on enter, it will ask some.
It was not
Uh, you-
visible.
okay,
The screen was slow.
Mm, I don't know. Let me sort that issue later. Slash n
Okay, sir.
slash UI2 slash FLP. Let me ping you this in the chat.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you got this in the chat, right?
Yes, sir.
Slash
Yes,
n
yes.
slash UIT slash FLP. So if you click
FLP.
on this one, again you are seeing my screen, right? Now,
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
yes.
I just click enter. What it will give some just security related message showing. Click on remember my decision, and then click on allow, and then it is navigated to where you see that is a browser. Okay, Microsoft browser, and then this is asking me to enter username and password. You can see the screen, right? SAP Fiori screen.
No, sir. No, no.
Why it is that much slow? Let me reshare, 1 second.
Yes, username and password came.
This screen, user password, what you are seeing, just tell me
Yes.
here.
Language
Okay,
and
okay.
client.
Mm. So that is your Fiori home screen, I mean login screen. So once you click on that
Okay.
transaction in SAP and then just enter, you will get here. Okay, your user, again you need to enter the same user. Okay, and the password, and then click on login. You see this button, login button is there, right?
Yes.
Okay, click on login. Then it will be login into your Fiori application. Generally it will be very slow, the Fiori, because it's a test system, right? So it will take some time to launch a Fiori application. Okay, now it is open. What you can see here, just tell me.
My home. Fieri
Okay.
Launchpad.
Mm-hmm.
Get started monitoring, receiving.
Okay, so ignore all those things. Now I'll be going to Fiori Launchpad.
Launchpad.
Okay, now what it will show, what it is showing.
Fieri
Fiori launch
Launchpad. App
Fiori Launchpad.
Manager.
So these are all the different Fiori apps. Now you see there is a
Okay.
EAM training. So for the training purpose, I just added all the transactions which will be using routine daily. All the Fiori apps I just added over here. Okay. So
Okay.
going forward, you will
Okay, sir.
see what is the use of each Fiori app, how you will be adding. Suppose if we miss any Fiori app, how you will be adding into this page, how you will add. We'll see in later training sessions. Okay, for now you
Okay,
know,
sir.
right? You got it right, how we need to navigate inside the SAP, how you want to open any transaction, and then how to navigate from one transaction to another transaction, how we want to close the sessions. So all those you got it right. You understand it, right? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, just ask me. I'll explain you one more time. Okay,
Okay, sir.
now I'm going again back to SAP. Suppose
Okay.
one transaction, one of the transaction you will be using daily, means that is your favorite transaction. Okay. uh, but you cannot remember, or you will not remember the transaction. For that, what SAP is given is, you can add the transaction as a favorite. Okay. You see there is a favorite section in here. So just click on anywhere in here, and then you see there is a option, insert transaction. Here it is there, insert transaction. Are you
Yes.
following? So just click
Yes,
on this
yes.
one button, insert transaction. It will open manual entry of transaction. Okay. And then just enter your transaction. Suppose I'll be using IE01 daily. I just don't want to go to this particular navigation path, so I need to add it as a favorite. Okay. Just by
Okay.
using this particular feature, you can add the transaction, just save it. What it will do, it is added here as a favorite transaction inside that folder. Just double click on that, then it will go into that particular transaction, so which is called as a favorites. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you see all there are different options inside of it, and this is the user interface you are seeing it, right? So if you want to change
Yes.
this particular interface, I don't want this theme, I want to use another theme which is offered by SAP. Okay. So for that, what you will go, you see there is a options button here, customize layout options. Okay. If you click on options, you can see this interaction and design will come. Okay. If you go to visualization 1, visualization 2, 8, visual design. So visual design is there, right? Here you see theme settings. Okay. Here SAP has provided
Yes.
different themes. Okay. So if you, now it is SAP signature theme. So now you don't want this theme, so you want to change any other theme. So I wanted to use this particular theme. Okay. Select this theme and then apply it, and then click on OK. But it you see any change in it here. So to apply that change, means whether it is working or not, first you need to completely log off from this page, and then you need to launch it again. SAP screen. Let me close the Fiori screen. You see the interaction was changed to another theme.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Mm.
Again, if you access it and then go to add your details and then enter password. Okay. Then you see the interaction completely changed. Okay. So this way you can change themes, settings, everything. Okay. Got it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So again, if you want to change, it's a different, click on go or click on more, go to here options, and then theme settings. You can change the theme. But I would recommend to use this particular theme because it's a more kind of a fairy user interface. Means it will be similar in nature, your fairy interface as well as your this SAP interface, so that you'll be getting it easy when working in both fairy and GUI. Okay. So I would suggest to use this particular theme. Okay. So
Okay.
with that, let me see the slide deck what we wanted to cover it today. Uh, just for the confirmation sake, we just wanted to see what is a SAP install version, different landscape, different modules and functions. We have covered how to log in, covered how to access query, covered command bar, covered menu path, transaction. We have covered favorites. We covered how to
Favorites.
reset password, which is not covered. Okay. So if you want to reset password, your password, SAP password, first you will be go to this particular log into this application. Just enter your username and password. Okay. Before clicking enter, you see there is a option user. You see there is a new password screen. Just click on this button. It will prompt to change your password. Okay. New
New
password, reset
password.
password. Okay, in this way you can change
Okay.
the password, but just remember, don't do anything as of now. So okay, so just for
Okay, sir.
understanding purpose I just shown you. So just enter, just click on cancel. Okay,
Okay.
go to log out to change the password, access the SAP GUI icon, and then enter it, enter your details, and then go to user and then click on new password. System will allow you to change the password. Okay, so this is your navigation part. So we have discussed whatever we want to discuss, we have already covered. I think I uh, took almost 2 hours of your time, but
Yes, sir.
tomorrow
Yes,
onwards
yes.
we'll limit it to 1 hour. So this is a demo session, right? So I just wanted to make sure that you need to get complete awareness on SAP, and then at least the how you want to navigate inside the SAP. So for this purpose I just take this time. Already, like, also I wanted to cover the different project methodologies, or what are the different projects that we're gonna work in SAP. But it's already 1 o'clock. I don't want take more of your time. We'll cover in the upcoming sessions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm just stopping the recording. Okay.